Welcome to another edition of Know Your Alumni Series, an initiative of the Alumni Relations Cell of the Shri College of Commerce. This series celebrates the journeys of SRCC alumni who have made a meaningful impact across industries, not just as professionals, but as change makers. Today, as we head towards our centenary year, that is 2026, we are honored to feature Mr. Ashwajit Singh, an SRCC alumnus and founder and MD of IPE Global. Welcome, Ashwajit. How are you?
Thank you so much, Reena. Thank you. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here to talk to you and students from SRCC as well as alumni as a build up to the centenary celebrations. Thank you for being here.
Um, could you tell us a bit about yourself, your course, batch year, and what you've been doing since you graduated from SRCC?
Yeah. Uh, I actually studied BCom honors at SRCC from 1980 to 83. So I'm an 83-year graduate from SRCC. And after having studied at the modern school, I very clearly wanted to be at SRCC. That was my first option, and that's where I ended up being. And I think SRCC gives you a good foundation, but you have to continue learning wherever you are and whichever profession.
So I can very proudly say that SRCC, being an esteemed institution, sets the tone for your further academic achievements.
Absolutely. See, I keep telling people that uh, learning is unending, and SRCC gives you perhaps the best foundation. I mean, when you talk about a building, a building you can do as much of sort of put in as much into the interior, into the renovation, but unless you've got a strong foundation, the building is not going to really be of any use. So I think SRCC gives you that strong foundation.
And when you had to go to a college, what was the story behind it? That when you said, "Oh, why did you join Shri College of Commerce?" And also how tough was it? Today it's 100%, but how tough was it even in those days to get into this college?
Okay, comparatively, it was as tough even in those days, because SRCC has the distinction of not only being the top commerce college in the country today, but it's been the top college, probably the only college I would really say, not only in India, but perhaps one of the few colleges anywhere in the world which has not only reached the top, but has maintained that position for decades. I think it's not, people do manage to get to the top, but to be able to maintain that position for probably 5 decades, 6 decades, or even longer, I think SRCC has managed to do that. So even at that stage, it was the top college. I went on to choose SRCC and do BCom because at that stage, I was quite clear I wanted to, get a strong sort of, financial foundation. I wanted to also, I'd already decided I wanted to do my chartered accountancy, and I thought that SRCC would be the best option for me to go. So I was fortunate. I got in right in the beginning. That time we had the merit list kind of system, which I was on the merit list. So I was able to get into SRCC. But I think it had a great set of people, all rounders, academics, and we also at that stage were developing SRCC into beyond just commerce. It was also becoming a good institution for economics, an extremely good institution for even sports at that stage. So I saw all that evolving in my years at SRCC.
So it's so heartening to hear all about your times in SRCC, being that it says laid the foundation for a very strong, I would say, academic your pursuits and your business pursuits. But was there any professor in college at that time who left a lasting impression on you, or somebody who you looked upon as a mentor?
SRCC had extremely good professors and continues to do so. Even I'm in touch with some of them, Mr. Girish Ahuja, Mr. J.R. Monga, Dr. Ojha, Mr. Kuchal was again a very good company law professor. And then, of course, they were no longer teaching at SRCC, but then, Mr. T.S. Garewal as well, whose book we used to read. So, it had a lot of professors to really hear. And the good thing was we were able to even, go and attend a lecture in a different class if we wanted to really. So, yes.
Okay. And while you were in college, were you also involved in other societies or any extracurricular activities?
Actually, to be honest, I was probably more involved in extracurricular activities than academics at SRCC. I was all 3 years. I was, involved in. I was as an office bearer. I mean, I started in the first year as president of the History and Political Science Society. In the second year, I was elected as the joint secretary of the Students' Union, and in the third year, I ended up being the president of the Students' Union of SRCC.
What kind of a growth that happened, and I would say you formed a lot of friends, and you, as a president, you had a lot of responsibility, and so I want you to tell us about your time as the president of the college.
No, I think the 3 years of college and going to the university and SRCC, I think had a very major role in shaping my life. From somebody straight out of school who had not really seen much beyond the walls of school, just the fact of going to the university and meeting people, that itself, the journey to and from college itself was where you started your journey of getting to know the world. But I think for me, the most important was that besides the academics, I got being involved in extracurricular activities. I got a lot of exposure to organize events and manage events, and I think that really was, I would really say, the foundation of my wanting to become an entrepreneur. So that is where I think it shaped my life. I'll tell you an interesting anecdote that when we were in third year, we had a 100-day plus strike and the university was shut. Normally we used to have crossroads in November. That particular year, the university was shut in November, December and part of January as well. We were running out of time because the exams would have started, and it's at that stage that we actually ended up announcing crossroads during the strike. A lot of people would say it's very risky, but then that taught us how to take risks as well. We actually, got in Ghulam Ali all the way from Pakistan to be there at the inaugural function. We made it a 4-day festival. We were able to generate and mobilize funds much more than our budget was much larger, which we raised it ourselves. And we made sure that we had so many things happening back to back. And we made sure that there was so much happening that once a person came in, he did not want to move out for those 4 days. And all this when the university was on strike. So people were not naturally coming to college. They were coming to the SRC especially to attend the festival.
I think I do remember those times, and I'm with great pride, I would like to, I have the principal's report of 1982-83 regarding the Crossroads. That's the annual festival of SRCC. And the gentleman has written that, oh my God, luminaries like Kamini Kaushal, Punjabi singer like Surinder Kaur, Asa Singh Mastana and Ghazal King Ghulam Ali were all there. And it said it was so well coordinated because of the efforts of our popular president, Shri Ashwajit Singh. I would just like you to have a look at this principal's report, and I think it is, I haven't yet seen such a report in a long time. So kudos to you, Ashwajit, for organizing that. And I remember that you had created a dhamaka in the university with this Crossroads Festival.
No, we enjoyed and doing it, and I think even today, I understand Crossroads is probably the best festival in the university. So again, something that we've been able to maintain over the decades. I mean, making a dhamaka and making it a big festival is one thing, but maintaining that standard is kudos to all the successive teams and presidents and college itself.
And I think your words will very well resonate with all the office bearers of the various societies and the college team, the students' union, because that's exactly what they go through all this while.
Yeah, and Reena, I think it's important for people to know that while SRCC is very well known for its academics, but I think it's important to understand that beyond academics also there's a lot to do in SRCC. We have very active societies. We have a very active sports department as well. In fact, I remember that that is also the first time that in 1982-83 that SRCC actually also got the Vice Chancellor's Trophy for the best sports college. And I still remember that it was normally again, normally between Stephens, Hindu, and I think even DOE got it a couple of years. And it was the first year that SRCC actually got this trophy for overall supremacy in sports as well. So I think that's probably an untold or unannounced aspect of SRCC, that it's not just about commerce and economics. There's lots more at SRCC.
Got so many robust other societies. In fact, the Dramatic Society, and we have so many actors from our college. And I think...
you spoke about actors. Rakesh Mehra was my batchmate, who's now gone on to become a leading, Bollywood director.
Yes, and we, of course, everybody knows about Gulshan Grover and Nimrit Kaur and so on and so forth. But I was just seeing that you are also quite multifaceted. And I just saw that you received a Hora Medal in 1983, which is for outstanding participation, not only academically, but for extracurricular activities. This is definitely great, Ashwajit. It speaks a lot about you. And it's still the very highly coveted medal even today for students, and very difficult to get. And I want to ask you that since you have such fond memories, and I'm sure you still have close friends in SRCC, and you must have created long-term, long-standing relationships. Have you been still in touch with?
Of course, I'm very much in touch with a lot of my, not only my own batchmates, but even my seniors and juniors, because having been in public life all 3 years, I knew my seniors and juniors quite well. But we have a regular, social group called Crossroads 83, where a few of us meet with, with their families regularly. We have our own batch group as well, and I'm regularly in touch with them. And of course, I also did marry a SRCC alumni, Tanya, who was a year junior to me in college. So, not only am I in touch with my own friends, I'm also in touch with Tanya's friends and her batchmates at that stage. So, I'm very much, we are very much an SRCC family.
So, this is a unique position that we are here today. And may I welcome Miss Tanya Singh. So, Tanya, please tell me which batch you were. And,
I joined in 1981 and passed out in 84.
And what was your journey further on from there?
Further on, I have to tell you, when I joined, it was like a dream come true. There were very few women who had joined the university at that time, especially an esteemed college like the Shri College of Commerce. And I was elated when I got admission. That was the first time when I actually entered the college. It was like a dream for me, because I'd always dreamt of doing my BCom honours from SRCC, as well as to go on and do my chartered accountancy. So that was a base for me, and I went on to become a chartered accountant.
And the further journey into this sphere, entrepreneurship, continued after your...
Yeah, so I topped the university, which was fabulous in year one. And I was also in the swim team of Shri College of Commerce, and in that year we won the trophy, the swim trophy.
This is amazing.
So that was, so not only academics, but
sports. As well,
I was a part of the sports team. After doing my graduation from the Shri College of Commerce, I did my chartered accountancy, joined the Big Four, short stint there, and started doing some work for Bank of America, after which I did some work for Airtel, and then we founded IPE together with Ashwajit.
So we do have a power couple here, the SRCC power couple, if I may say, and we are so proud of both of you. You have really taken the name or made SRCC so proud. And at this point, I would like to ask both of you, have you visited college anytime after, since then, after having left college?
Yes, absolutely. Right after leaving, of course, the first couple of years, I did try and, go for Crossroads and attend a couple of events because I still had friends there. Then there was a little bit of a gap, but have gone on a few occasions, have also gone and spoken at SRCC, have been meeting the current principal, and we also went when I got the SRCC annual Distinguished Alumni Award. In fact, that was probably the last function that Mr. Arun Jaitley as chief guest attended while he was there, and
Have a photograph?
yes, absolutely. There's a photograph of Mr. Arun Jaitley's probably last visit to SRCC, where I was honored to get the award from him.
Have you also been involved with the college after now as in any other, what is your, you've been associated with college, I think, in many more ways now, as I would say.
See, SRCC, given our background, we are always looking at hiring people from SRCC. So we did get into an MOU with SRCC to try and do some projects with them. But more than that, I think that's one of our favorite places for hiring people. We get a lot of interns from SRCC. We have been part of the campus recruitment as well. And even my HR team knows that if we get a CV from somebody from SRCC, that person is probably going to get a little bit of preference, all other things being equal.
That's so nice.
And it's not just that, but the fact is that SRCC graduates, when they join, I have to confess, and I'm proud to confess, are a level higher than most other graduates.
Oh, yes, definitely.
in terms of competence. So we are very happy to hire people, and I think ever since we started work, we probably have had close to about more than 50 to 100 people from SRCC who worked with us at various stages.
So as SRCC is nearing its centenary year, in 2026 we celebrate 100 years of Shri College of Commerce. How do you carry the name of SRCC? Is there, when you sense of pride, honor, and what message are you going to give to not only the current students but also to other alums, that how can they,
Yeah, I think first of all, I think we need to be extremely proud of the legacy and the institution that SRCC is. If we would really put together the collective strength as well as achievements of our alumni, I think it would probably be unparalleled. If you look at whether it's business, whether it is arts, whether it is other areas, whether it's sports, I think SRCC alumni have contributed a lot and they've also contributed a lot in nation building. They've headed a lot of institutions and even senior positions within government. So I think we, first of all, need to be very proud of that legacy. The second thing, of course, is I think we need to probably all now start giving back to SRCC. SRCC has given us so much, the very foundation that was set up. So we need to get back and participate in our centenary celebration in whatever way we can. It could be in terms of time, resources, mentorship. I think that's extremely important.
So I think we are so grateful for your time, both Ashwajit and Tanya, and for you relived the memories of your time in Shri College of Commerce so vividly. I felt I was there, absolutely, seeing everything, because and also that both of your academic, I would say, achievements, your excellence in life, you have made us proud.
Yeah, I'd in fact like to zoom in on some interesting photographs of my time during college. This first photograph is taken on the fields of SRCC before a basketball match. This was when I was in first year, and interestingly, we actually have three presidents of SRCC sitting in the same photograph. Vinay Saraf, who was the president when I was in first year. Kapil Gupta, who was the president in second year, and I eventually became the president when I was in third year. So that's an interesting photograph. And then, of course, I also have a copy of the card when the year that I was president, when we did the inaugural function of the Students' Union, and we had Mr. NKP Salve, who was the minister at that stage, to be our chief guest. His son, of course, is an eminent lawyer now, but Mr. Salve visited SRCC as chief guest there.
And I'm sure Mr. Harish Salve still remembers that it was a great honor for his father to come to SRCC.
I am sure he would.
Thank you for your time.
We are proud and privileged to have got to SRCC.
Thank you so much. Thank you.